Hey y'all, wanted to take a quick minute to answer some questions that I've been getting regarding one of the other videos that I posted. So I've had a lot of people ask about this setup for my pockets that I made and for this secretarial pocket that I made. So it shouldn't take but just a minute to make those. So we will go over how to do that very, very, very quickly. So there's a couple of tools that you'll need. Laminating pouches. For the secretarial pocket, you can use 2 5x7s, you can use a 4x6 and a 5x7. It's kind of up to you and what size planner that you have. It's not very difficult to make. For the card slot, I'm just using some extra cardstock that I have, a card. You'll need a cutting board of some type or a steady hand with some scissors and an X-Acto knife. So let's do the secretarial pocket super quick. So I'm going to take my 5x7 laminating pouch here, and it's just a standard 5x7. Actually, I'm going to use 2 5x7s. I'm in my Franklin Cubby right now, so the sizes are a little bit bigger. And you can never have too many clear pouches. I am going to use my cutting board. And I need it to be a tad bit shorter. So the top edge where the seal is, I'm just going to come in and slide that off. And then I'm just going to come into this little edge over here and take off the same amount. And if you notice, I really wasn't measuring anything. I'm going to take this piece that I just cut and I'm going to flip it inside out on itself. I'm going to open up my laminating pouch. I have not had enough coffee for this morning, guys. I apologize. And I am going to line it up. I guess it would help if I had my glasses on, huh? Dang it, where are my glasses? I am going to line it up like so. So I've left a little bit of an edge on the back side so it'll seal. And then I have my bottom side where it's going to seal. This side and this side we're going to end up cutting off. So run this through the laminator. Let me go grab my glasses. All right, so it is going through my trusty little Walmart laminator it's a Scotch laminator, not a Walmart laminator, but I got it at Walmart. Ooh, the sugar didn't stir up in my coffee. That was a swig of sweetness this morning. All right, so as you can see, the first time you run it through, it's a little filmy. And let me see if I can get some of the glare. I'm not going to be able to get the glare off of it. So what I do then is just run it through again. And because you're going over so many different sheets of laminate, it may require that you run it through the machine a couple of different times. I set my machine for 5 mil, even though I'm using a 3 mil laminate. If you wanted to adapt this for your traveler's notebook, I have a video on how to make traveler's notebooks, pockets. You can do the exact same thing, just follow the directions in that video on how I was making my clear pocket inserts. All right, it looks like it's clearing up. And we're probably going to run this one through one more quick time. As y'all know, I am not the world's greatest at editing, so I like to keep these live, but I don't like the videos to be overwhelmingly long. All right, and we are going to grab the cutting board, a a trusty pair of scissors and my crocodile. And that's what I'm going to need for this pocket, along with my punch. Oh, there's my punch. Okay. So I am going to get a guide page real quick. And cut it across the top. And then I want to cut it down the side. I'm going to move the cutting board. Now, the sides that go into the rings on the Franklin Covey are rounded. You can kind of see that with this. So I am just cropping the corners so they will match my rings. We got our pocket. At this point, if you want to L-shape it out, just kind of whatever you want to do with it. This one, let's see, we'll put receipts in this one. So I'm just going to cut it across the top. And now I have a clear secretarial pocket. I can put sheets of stickers in it, receipts, photos, whatever I want to put in it, I can put in it. I'm going to punch it. And you have a clear secretarial pocket for your planner. And you would just slip your sheet in it. And voila, it's done. So that one was really quick and easy. So let's move on to the credit card slot. So I've cut the paper already just to conserve some time. And you're just going to take your paper and you're going to position your first pocket. Now, I've seen some similar techniques. There were some things that I did not like about it, and that was when I followed their techniques, my cards stuck out on the bottom. Oh no, where's my tape dispenser? I completely and totally forgot. Oh, there it is. I need tape to do this. So, my first pocket, I'm just going to butt it up against the bottom. And I am going to run a long piece of tape. Again, it would help if I put my glasses on and took them off the top of my head because, you know, I'm old and I can't see. Okay, so I've got that lined up. So I have my pocket in there. Where do I want my next slot? And again, you can do double-sided cardstock. I'm using remnants. I liked this portion of her face, so I'm just going to use that as the back side because the print on my front side is mostly covered anyway. And I'm going to line that up. Now on this one, I'm just going to put a piece of anchor tape. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put some French poodles in behind her. And again, I mean, if you want to use bigger cards or you want to do like multiple pockets, you can put decorative stuff in, you can do that. We'll put that one there. Put a piece of anchor tape. Now, it's early in the morning. I haven't had coffee, so I'm a little bit not put together the way I normally would be. I think I'm going to put the French Poodles at the top. So, look, because this is white on the back and I just want something pretty to hang out, I'm going to put that piece there. And then, dang it, I wish I would have done that one next. Which one was on the bottom? The dresses. We'll put the dresses next. And then we'll put the dresses. So you just kind of position them where you want them to be. All right, and now that we have them positioned, I'm filming this differently, I apologize. Okay. I'm doing this on a whim, so I didn't set up my camera and my good lighting and stuff that I normally use when I do tutorials. So I'm putting a piece of tape on the inside, and I almost want to run it all the way across where that card is going to go, because once we slit these pockets open, if this bottom piece isn't sealed, your cards can slip through them. I'm not tearing this tape wide enough, or long enough, I should say, to seal the bottom of all these. Now that top one, I'm not going to do anything to because I'm literally just using it as a decorative backing. And it looks like my tape's kind of got not even. This is why I typically make things that I don't have to tape. Okay, so I have it all there. I am going to take, again, I'm making for my Franklin cubby, so I'm going to use a 5x7 sheet. That looks like a 4x6. So let's pull a 5x7 sheet out. Let's get this out of the way. So for this one, when I open this, I want that hard piece to be at the bottom, just to give it some reinforcement and to make it tight. That's not a 5x7 sheet. Oh, that's a 4x6 sheet. No wonder it's not fitting. Dang it. Why didn't somebody say, hey, dummy, you grabbed 4x6 instead of 5x7? I mean, come on, guys. You're supposed to be helping a girl out. What's good about having a bunch of cyber planning buddies if you guys can't call me out on stuff? All right. Anyway, now that we have the right size, I am going to pop that sucker in there. So for this one, I am going to just kind of pull my guide sheet out again, just to make sure I've given myself enough room for some holes and enough room to leave myself a seal on the other side. This one I'm going to do with a clear piece. I didn't have a longer piece of remnants, and I didn't want to cut any more cardstock or anything because, again, I'm still on my first cup of coffee, and coffee is the most important meal of the day. So, got to have some coffee in me to be able to make things work the way they're supposed to. And apparently today I haven't had enough. So it's running through the machine. This is not a very thick cardstock, so I can probably run this through once or twice just to give it a good seal. Now, if you wanted, you could have done pockets on the back side. Again, if you're making them for a traveler's notebook, you can follow the video that I posted from before on how to do that. All right. Give me just one more second. We're almost done with this. You're going to need your handy dandy trimmer. All right. So I am going to trim the edge of it. On my recollections, I usually just butt it up to where the silver ends. and that gives me plenty of room to maintain a good seal without it coming apart. I can use them for a good while. I'm good to go. All right, so I am going to take this now and trim the excess off of this side. And again, I mean, you can be more direct with this and like really get in there and trim it and be exact and, you know, use all the good stuff with it. I'm going to crop my inner circles. If you wanted to, you could have cropped your corners before you laminated it. There's several different ways that you could do this. All right, line it up, punch it. And then the favorite part, you get to be destructive, is coming in, and you want to apply a little bit of pressure, enough to feel it bite through the laminate. That cut was not straight. I personally tend to use a straight edge because I cannot use an X-Acto knife and cut straight to save my ever-loving life. And then I'm going to cut through this one, and I'm going to cut through that one. Now, you can tell I'm using stuff that I really didn't measure well, and I didn't line it up. If this was going in my planner, I would have probably trimmed the edges, so it would have had a little bit more even of a mark on it. And then just come in and pop those pockets open. Make sure that your card fits into them nicely, and you can see the Scotch tape keeps them from sliding in. If you do it without the tape, they're gonna just keep sliding behind that cardstock until they make it all the way to the bottom. So that is how I made the card slot. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial on my 2 pockets. If you did, please hit like and don't forget to subscribe. I will have my November-December setup done here in the next couple of days, and we'll have my Franklin Covey inserts live inside my Foxy Fix personal rings. Y'all enjoy. Happy planning.